poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me. I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental. I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1. How could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine. You cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top 3, I'm not number 1. How could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine. You cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen. It's already in my head. No funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap and publisher states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized. It's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind. I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew boons since my childhood. Say anything in their raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out. Great tits, New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my...
Well, folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Tennessee Titans and the New Orleans Saints. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Right to the air is Willis. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays that we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
They go play action with Willis. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Willis. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Devin Duvernay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On play action. Now Carr. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 9.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Finding space at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw his Carr. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The Saints had 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold. Line of scrimmage.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Kamara. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Carr. Gets this one to Hill. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
On the counter, here's Kamara. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints, nothing.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because, you know, when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
What's good on the extra point? And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Third down, it's Willis. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series. They're definitely settling in now and letting it be known the points won't come so easy again.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And this will wind up a Saints 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line.
That's good for another Saints. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Kill, 93.
Play action, now it's Carr. They'll roll him out right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
93. 93. Express.
Throwing his car on third down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Titans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second down, here's Willis. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. In motion, the tight end. To the air on first down, here's Willis. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Tyreek Hill. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 42.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Ready.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Willis. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
When teams practice their plays during the week, They're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day, so it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Ezekiel Elliott, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 14-7.
Saints 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On second down and 4. Carr, they'll get this out to Kamara. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a play fake. Carr. There's Chris Olave. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Carr now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Carr again. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game. And now it brings up 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a onside kick here as they'll try to cover this one. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's go now.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
19.
Play fake. Here's Willis. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles where he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Willis. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. 10th carry now for Elliott. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Kamara up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense The next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
93.
From midfield, here's Carr. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this is caught. Touchdown!
And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
On first down, Willis.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On the counter, Elliott.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
On 2nd and 9, Willis. And this will be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Willis now off play action. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On first down, Carr. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marco Wilson. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On first down, Willis. And it's a Titans touchdown. Evan Ingram, 30 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Saints 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10.
6-18.
Here's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw his Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Andre Sisco.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
In motion, Hill. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. On 3rd down, it's Willis. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by McManus is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
You're mine.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Malik Willis, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for 2 is denied. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Carr. Dancing to his left. And my goodness, another interception. And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And some space here. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Third down, it's Willis. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Titans first down.
Ready?
Let's go.
Play action, Willis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Willis, flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
On third down, Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
93.
Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. On the check down, he finds Kamara. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Carr.
And we'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It's a gain of 11. And the Saints first down. 1st and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Carr now on 1st down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Carr going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard. And
he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Okay, ready? 18 level.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a play fake. Carr. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Tennessee, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.
come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I'm making pigs fly, and I move mountains. I would've beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible.